Welcome to this month's Crossroads Kids online parenting moment. This month, we get to talk to parents of kids and teens because this topic can go for kids of all ages and their parents. You are all amazing, and I actually love these months because I have a teenager, I have an upper elementary student, I have a lower elementary student, I have a preschooler, and I have a baby. And so these topics that go across the board are great to talk about, especially in families like mine. Because here's why. There are some things that your children need no matter, and my children too, no matter their age, and this topic is one of them. This month, I want to share with you and help you raise your kids and teens that are responsible. This month, I want to help you raise your kids and teenagers to be responsible. I think I just heard a collective amen from all the parents because this is a real struggle for all of us, including myself. And I'm no expert. But how do we help our kids be proactive and actually finish their chores? How do we help kids get ready for school on time? How do we help our children follow through with their commitments? It all boils down to responsibility. And responsibility is something that takes time to develop. The good news for you as a parent is that it can be learned even if your child wins the most irresponsible child of the year award every single year. Before we share some of those simple responsibility tips, let me just remind you about one important step we have to take as parents when we're teaching responsibility. Staying angry about your child's irresponsibility is no help when it comes to teaching responsibility. So often we take all of this so personally. We actually believe our kids are trying to drive us crazy when the truth is most of the time kids are just being kids. Responsible behavior is learned and does not come naturally. The more you stay calm in the process, the more influence you'll have and the more lessons you will be able to teach. So here's those tips. Be clear about your expectations and then stand by them calmly. If you want your kids to be more responsible with their school, more responsible with chores, or on their sports teams, then you're going to have to make your expectations for them crystal clear. Most of the times we have the expectations and we don't communicate them. We just assume our children understand them, and then when it all falls short of our expectations, we blow up. Let your children know what you expect, and then stand behind your expectations calmly as they learn them. Allow your kids to suffer the consequences of not being responsible. We all tend to want to save our kids from consequences of not being responsible, but the only way kids and teens ever learn from their irresponsibility is to deal with those natural consequences. Allow them to get points taken off their grade. Don't allow them to go to the movies if their rooms are nasty and they haven't cleaned up during the week. Let the coach bench them if they're acting like fools or they're making poor choices at practice or in the games. Let your kids fail when they're being irresponsible, and they will start learning the benefits of responsibility. And here's the one we use the most in my house. Find hacks that help your child be more responsible. You know your child better than anyone else. So look for hacks or easy solutions that help your child be responsible. Every person is unique and needs different motivators to help them become responsible. Find what motivates them and leverage that to help the process. Look for ways to encourage them and teach them. And there's no better time for all of this teaching of responsibility than at back to school time because everything's starting fresh. We all want more responsibility for our children. So let's do something different this month. Let's try putting some of these tips to work. And let's begin to see how things improve as all our kids go back to school. Have a great August.